Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 105 of the Stardew Valley Let's Play, Year 2, so yeah. But before we do get into today's video, I do want to get into my talk about taking a hiatus from the game, so yeah. Unfortunately, as some, again, may or may not know, I brought it up on multiple videos and playthroughs that I've done on the channel, that I have planned out taking a hiatus from Stardew Valley. I don't know when I will get back into this game, but this video here is going to be the final one for the time being. The reason for that, if anyone is curious, is that we've been going about this one for over 100-something episodes, and I really just want to take a break and focus on some other games that I've been planning to play on the channel. Another thing as well is, like I mentioned before, with the uploads and videos and the channel itself, I really only want to stick to 2 Let's Plays, playthroughs, whatever you want to call or word it, at a time. And the only reason I had 3 going on is because I wanted to at least finish out Stardew all the way through the fall and winter seasons, and then once we get back into this series, we'll pick up at the beginning of spring and then kind of continue on from there. So yeah, that's kind of my thought process on all of that. Hopefully some of you guys understand, and while I am a little bit saddened by that because I very much enjoy this game, I really want to focus on some other games as well, and I just don't see myself really wanting to juggle around 3 Let's Plays at a time. And I know I could probably still continue doing something like every Wednesday. We just do like a Stardew Valley upload. I just don't really want to do that. I feel like only 1 video a week of Stardew just isn't really enough, so I'm kind of like, let's just put it on the back burner. We'll pick it up at some given point, but for the time being, let's get back on track with 2 playthroughs at a time, and then eventually down the line we'll pick up this series. So yeah, there's definitely still a lot to do, many things to explore and solve and all that kind of good stuff, but again, I just feel that it's time to, you know, take a break from the game. So again, hopefully you all understand, and hopefully we have a good final episode here. So let's get our eggs here, give everybody their pets, and then let's see here, what could I do? I might stop by Robin to have a building built. I'm not sure what though, but we'll see what happens. We have over, you know, 100 grand, so we could definitely do something wacky, or perhaps a new home. Well, not like a new home, but like the renovations and whatnot, and kind of get that going. That may not be a bad idea, actually. And then with the eggs, right, I could drop that off at Gus's place to get that going. How much do I should have plenty of rocks and wood, hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see. Now, as some may know, we do have a new series on the channel, Aoni, or Ao-Oni, however you pronounce it. I'm not really certain how long that series is going to be, but we are going through that one. And then after Ao-Oni, it's kind of up in the air on what I'll get into next. There's a few ideas that run through my mind, but if you do want to comment some suggestions on a few other kind of like games similar to maybe like Stardew, or like an RPG like horror 2D pixel story rich kind of style of game, I'm definitely open to suggestions as well. But let's see here. Let's see if Robin's home. I'm pretty sure they're open on Saturdays. Nice. Upgrade the home. Do I have enough for that? Yeah, the money, but... oh, hardwood. My bad. I don't know why, I thought we had 100. Probably built something with it, perhaps. I guess it's interesting that some people are totally different than us, you know. I don't always understand why others act the way they do, but that's fine. Hey, it's as I've always said, I think it's a very important thing that everybody's different. I believe it would be very disastrous if we all were the same, you know, personality, looks, I don't know, favorite football team. I don't know why I mentioned that. I'm not even like a sports guy, but you get the point. I think it's very, very vital that we all have our differences. Despite whether we agree or disagree with them, it's important that we all look at things from a different perspective. I like winter, but I do feel bad for all the cold animals out there. I guess they're used to it though, like me. Yeah, true. Miss Penny makes me read a new book every week. At least she lets me pick them sometimes. Sometimes I look for crawdads in a river, don't tell Aunt Marnie, but I fed one to a cow once. She loved it. Things change a lot after the Jojo Mart went up. It's been really bad for Pierre's shop. Mom loves Jojo Mart though. The prices are cheap, so she can afford a lot more than she ever could at Pierre's. One day we'll go to Jojo and help up here. 1 second, I gotta beat this level. I will leave you be. Okay, so what I'm gonna go on ahead and do is grab some hardwood, and then I think we're gonna get the house upgrade, honestly. That's kind of what's on my mind. Hello, Beryl. Is there something you wanted to talk about? I think I'm good, actually. Willie, what's going on, dude? How's the fishing life going for ya? I try to fish as often as possible, but it's not easy when you've got a shop to run. You know, pretty slow if I'm gonna be real. Pretty slow. That's something whenever we get back into this series, I really want to just really focus on getting the community center done and completed. We've done, I would say, okay. It could be better and probably, sorry, I feel like I worded that weird. I probably could have been a lot more efficient. To be fair, I've never played this game, so I'm not super wise with what to do, what not to do, how to do things more effectively. But I guess it's not a bad thing either, since, you know, I'm learning. I'm just learning. Okay, grab that. Get out of here. Perfect. Oh, one more. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough here to get all 8, or not 80, 100 I believe it was. We'll see though. And then I guess another thing too, it'd be nice whenever we pick this up again that we kind of start upgrading our tools to iridium. Because I think since we got into like the lowest floor, I think we can start finding iridium a little more often. I gotta say, there are a lot of slimes out here. I don't remember there being this many. Okay, you guys are really beating me up. Hold up. Thankfully Grover's not getting hit by any of that, somehow. Okay. Oops. There we go. There we go. 210. Not quite there. Okay. At least there's a few worms though. Probably could pick up the holly, but I'm at a point that I don't really want to get off Grover to pick it up though. Okay. I don't think I'm missing any birthdays. Right, you require like some sort of like smoked salmon or some sort of fish if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really able to provide that yet. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, let's go to Gus's place, right? And I have a few Omni Geodes, so we might as well... Oh, hey Evelyn. Beryl, have I told you that George and I have lived in our house for 30 years? I hope you stay here for a while. I hope so too. I hope so too. Okay. Hi there, Beryl. I'm glad to see you. You're always welcome here. Thank you, Gus. Let's see. Did we get it? I would assume that's it. Nice. 3 grand for an omelet. Inflation must be terrible in this town. I know it's a different kind of currency, but I'm just making a little joke. Do you know how to cook bean hot pot? I like the dish quite a bit. Don't you think Abby would look better with her natural hair color? She used to have light chestnut colored hair. Well, I think we talked about that before. I think that's mainly up to her though. Right, they're gonna be closed. Yeah, I'll have to do the Omni Geo tomorrow. Oops. Let's go in here. Grab our ticket there. What is that? Some sort of book with a heart on it. Hey, Lewis. Everyone seems a little happier on the weekends, don't you think? I'm on the job 7 days a week, though. I'm pretty sure we've read those lines from him before. Okay, since we... Excuse me, Evelyn. Since we have a few eggs and whatnot, I kind of forgot to put them on the mayonnaise machine and all, so let's go on ahead and get that done. And then... I guess we could check the greenhouse. I think I already went through all of that yesterday, though. But it doesn't hurt to double check it. Okay, so let me grab my remaining eggs. And then grab the milk, goat milk. And then let's get these guys on in. Okay. Whoops. Get that in there. Nope. Nope. Are they? Oh, this one's good. Okay. 540. Let's go say hey at the saloon. I guess I can grab this worm real quick, actually. I'll take some clay. Not a bad item. Not a bad item at all. Okay, so... I'm hoping tomorrow then to get the remaining hardwood, be able to get the house paid for so we can get that a-going. Because I think that'll be a good thing overall. Anybody? Nope, nobody over there. Shane, what's going on? A chicken will never let you down. Humans, on the other hand. Let's see. I always see Clint here, but he won't talk to anyone. He just glances over his shoulder now and then. Jody tells me you've really become a part of this community. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, I guess you don't have much to say. Pam isn't responding. Alright. It's hard to get fresh ingredients in the winter, huh? Hi there, Beryl. I'm glad to see you. You're always welcome here. I guess we'll get on out of here then. I kind of thought there might be a few more people over the weekend, but not seeing a whole lot. Okay, I guess we have nothing else to say to you. Trying to think if there's anything else. 710. I feel like there's a few more things we could do. I guess maybe we can voice crack there. Probably. Oh, right. I did want to check out the greenhouse. Jack be nimble, Jack be thick. Let's see. Okay, the ancient fruit is kind of growing. We do have a couple of star fruit. A few carrots over here. So we got a little bit of stuff. Not terrible. Not a lot, but not terrible. Better than nothing. And then might as well pick up our belongings. Nope. You know what, let me... There we go. Let me just kind of throw some of this in here. I already have like a ton of those, honestly. Okay. And then I'm just gonna keep it simple and just put those all in there. I was kind of hoping those be done by now. Okay. 820, throw those in there. Guess we'll take her over on back. And then... could just kind of get rid of some of these. That's something too. I really need to focus on... well, the beef... that's the thing. It's something that I feel like I've said since like day one of the series, that there's just so much to do, and it's really hard, at least for me, to like, I guess like, be like, okay, we're gonna do this, and then this. And I feel like I just get sidetracked so easily with this game. I'm sure there's better ways to go about it, but I don't know, I just find myself getting really sidetracked from time to time. Alright, let me grab some of these rocks. 10 p.m. Right, I think some trees will start getting hardwood. That's another thing I gotta keep in mind as well. Now let me take a peek in here, because I bet they're done. Yeah, here we go. At least we'll get a little more money. Not a ton, but I'm sure we'll get a few grand out of that. I'll just kind of sell those. And I think we're good to go on to bed. Alright. Oh wow, a lot more than expected. Nice. Great amount of money. Great, great. Your cherry... Really? I thought I moved it and everything. Okay. Because it's gotta be like these guys up here, right? That is so odd. Or is it that one there? I don't know, honestly. I'll just have to look into it at some given point, honestly. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. But yeah, I really thought I looked up a thing and I thought I moved some of them. Maybe like an update thing changed it? I don't know, honestly. Who knows? I know it's something that I'm doing wrong. It's, again, what that is the million-dollar question. Let's see, are you... I'll move you in there, move that in there for now. I guess I can move the bed as well for the time being. And then just kind of, collect our eggs, get our pets on in. Because I believe this is going to be our final petting session for a long while. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for all the eggs and all that you've done. Alright. On to the cows and all. Good morning, good morning. Oops. There we go. Grab that. Thank you all for what you've done for the farm. The barrel farm appreciates it. Alright. What's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning. Unfortunately, I didn't really get to see many of you guys give me some truffle, but next time I'm sure you're gonna give me a lot. Hopefully. Beryl, I've heard you've been giving some people a hand around town. Everyone seems really thankful. I'm awarding you this best neighbor award with a small cash prize. Keep it up, Mayor. Oh. Hi Beryl, thanks for the eggs. The yolks look amazing. I think this will be my best omelet yet. Please accept this gift, Gus. Oh, we got a mini fridge. Nice. I'm sure we'll find some use for it down the line once I actually get into, you know, like cooking meals and all. Which is something I really need to get into more. I just haven't. Alright. Get these guys on in there. And then... what are we at? 90 hardwood, so we need 10 more. That should be easy. That should be easy. Did I pet Coco? Yes, I did. Okay. Now let's go to you just in case. Okay, nothing really seems grown in here. Unless I'm blind and miss something. Alright, Grover. We're gonna go on a little trip. Let's head on over to the one area, grab some hardwood, and then let's get a house built. I guess I could stop by the wizard as well. Gonna see him one more time. Some carrot seeds. There's also a part of me that's kind of like, maybe I should keep the money though, and just really go wild with next year. I don't know, honestly. Mahogany tea table. I'm definitely buying one of these. I might as well. I know we have a lot of these, but I'll get one for the wizard. Wine. I think Leah likes wine, so let me grab that. Not really seeing much else of interest. Sorry, Grover. I didn't mean to leave you behind. Alright. It's you guys again. You know, why can't we just live together? I just want the hardwood. You could just live in the forest, leave me alone, not bother me, and I'd just be on my way, you know? It's kind of a shame because it never really can be that simple. Well, to be fair, it can be that simple. People don't want it to be simple, though. People surely do like stirring up the pot when unnecessary. Alright. Grab some of these, some of that. We grab these worms. And I think we're on out of here. And one more. Alright, 1250. Right, let's go say hey to the wizard. Oh, I guess I can't squeeze on by. There we go. Hey, hey. Let's go say hey. Okay, let me put that there. I sometimes observe the local villagers in secret. I am hoping to find an apprentice someday. I will leave this mortal plane, but my arcane pursuits must continue. Ah, this is imbued with potent arcane energies. It's very useful for my studies. Thank you. No problem at all, sir. I was gonna see maybe a cutscene happen if I walk back into the house. No cutscene with the wizard, unfortunately. Alright, I guess we'll head on back then. And... oh, we got a lot of worms here. Oops. Stone. Winter root. I guess we could see if Lee's home. Stop by and say hey. I'll say I think she likes wine. You should take the whole day off now and then. Not only is it good for the soul, but in the long run, you'll actually be more productive. It's true. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. Thank you. No problem. Alright, Grover. Let's get 'em moving. Oh, hey, Abigail. Oh, hello. Remember those drawings I showed you a while ago? I accidentally threw them away. Oh, that sucks. That happens. Accidents always happening. 240. I'm hoping that I can make it. Actually, they might be closed on Sundays. Actually, I think I'm right. I mean, I can try, but I actually now thinking about it, I think they're closed today. No? No, okay, cool. Nice. Thank you, I'll get started tomorrow. I should be finished in around 3 days. Perfect. Feel free to harvest as much lumber and stone from this area as you please. Hi Beryl, it's good to see you. You're a regular member of the community now, don't you think? I would at least hope so. While that was quite a bit of money, I think it's the wise thing to do. Because I remember an older comment, and it's something that I think I read before, that it's not this upgrade, but there's another one that's like 6 figures that gives you like a cellar. Like a wine cellar almost, and I feel like if we put that money into it and get into like wine and whatnot, it's definitely going to be very profitable, is kind of what I'm thinking. Today I'm just going to relax and think positively. Do you ever take a day off? Let's see, 4 p.m. Guess we could stop by the saloon. Actually, what are you doing over here, Maru? I get so sleepy when it's cold. That's fair. Oh, cutscene. That's certainly a large omelet. Well, folks, once again, we're gathered for a very special occasion. A rare visit from a very dear friend. My world-famous giant omelet. Zesty bell pepper, juicy tomato, rich mushroom, and tangy cheese, all enrobed in a blanket of rich, fluffy egg. Dig in, folks. Well, you're just not even gonna invite me? I provided the eggs. And I love omelets. Willie, what do you think? The mushrooms are a tad chewier than last year. Is that a good thing? Aye, lad. It's great, Gus, and it tastes even better because it's on the house. These eggs are so rich and yellow. Marnie, are these from your place? Nope. You can thank Beryl over at the Beryl Farm. Beryl eggs. You're gonna thank me and still not invite me? That's messed up, Gus. I know I'm just messing around, but... You know, I don't think I've ever seen Sam, like, right here. But for some reason I can't even talk to him. Odd. Okay, Sprite is definitely, like, breathing, but... I don't know. My sister and I might fight sometimes, but I would really miss her if she left. I think she'll become a very nice young lady someday. Don't tell her I said that. So is there anything else you want to talk about? I think I'm good. Hey, you really pulled through with those eggs. The omelet turned out great, thanks to you. No problem. No problem at all. Alright. Oh, hey, Penny. I've been trying to keep our place clean, but it always gets messy again. It's really hard to run a household all by yourself. Can we talk to you anymore? No, not really. Okay. I will leave you be. And then I think we'll stop there. My front yard's a mess. I mean, I can help clean it up. I didn't mean like stop the video, but more so like leave the town and head on home. You know, it's something, and I know this sounds kind of cringe, but you know, I always go and say this more and more often, that time truly does fly by. And I remember when I mentioned I was going for like a GED, got that done in I think a little less than a month. Probably could have gotten it quicker, but I think I mentioned it before. I was just kind of going with the flow with the school and whatnot, so I just wasn't really in a rush either. But it's kind of weird that a month ago, kind of starting that process, and it's done. Same thing with like Stardew, for an example. I started this, I'd have to look at the actual date, but I would guess about a year ago, if not close to a year. And it does not feel like that amount of time passed by, but it did. It did pass by. It's just something that is just really interesting to me how that works. It's not a bad thing by any means, but more so, and again, not to sound like some cringy old man trying to give advice, but it reminds us that if we have goals, things that we want to accomplish, see, do, experience, however you want to word it, that it's important that we start today, we start now. Not everything is going to be set in stone, not everything is going to play out the way as intended, it just almost never does. But as long as we get to the end goal, in some way, shape, and form, and even if we don't even make it to the goal, but something else amazing happens, we take it, we run with it, and we go with it. There's so much out there to experience and explore, and I think it's important that, again, with time, we use it, we don't waste it, and we do what we can with what we got. Time truly is a precious thing. I also go to think too, the amount of people that unfortunately don't get that time. You know, maybe accidents happen. Something severe unfortunately happened, and that time's gone for some. It's important that we continue on, not just for ourselves, but for people that couldn't continue that, for whatever the reason may be. I want to thank you all again for joining me on this adventure. Going through 105 episodes has been amazing. I very much enjoyed this game very, very much. It's a very fun, simple, yet not so simple at the same time series that we've gotten ourselves into. Thank you again to the longtime viewer that suggested the game to me. Again, it's been a really fun roller coaster to ride and play and go through and experience, and just overall play it, you know? It's just been a lot of fun. Oh. My dear boy. It's been many years since we last spoke. You were just a little boy. Do you remember? Look how far you've come. Though you may have forgotten me, I've been here all along. You see, my body has departed this world, but my heart will always remain in Stardew Valley. You've been here 2 years now. I'm so proud of you, my boy. You're a better farmer than I ever was, and you've brought great honor to the family name. I can feel it now. My spirit is finally put to rest. Bless you. The future of the Barrel Farm is in your hands now. Farewell. That was a really good way to end it off there. Yeah. Love you guys. Please take care of yourselves out there. And as always, I'm wishing you nothing but the best in life. Hopefully, many more amazing experience happens to anyone that may be listening to this point, which I strongly doubt. But if there's someone out there, always wishing you nothing but the best, and when the bad and the storms, however you want to word it, arrive, use that as a learning lesson. Learn it, experience it, and continue forth, and never give up with whatever it is you're wishing to accomplish. Love you guys, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Stardew Valley, whenever that may be. I'm not entirely certain, but I'm sure I will make an announcement until we get to that point. As I mentioned before, we're playing Al Oni and Rejuvenation, and then we're just gonna kind of continue on with different kind of games, and one day we'll get back to this. So yeah, again, love you all, take care, see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.